save life and teachers give life. So preparation for earning, you have to acquire livelihood out of your education. Preparation for living. Living is different from earning. You can come across large number of people who are simply vegetating. There is no life left in them. Bernard Shaw said, many people die and only a few are buried. They are already dead. They don't have life in them. You meet people, see their eyes. Do they have life? I have seen people in monasteries. I have seen people in temples. And they are all the people supposed to be priests, doing puja for all 24 hours. But see their eyes. You find so much of ambition in them, so much of craving in them. There is no contentment, there is no satisfaction. You cannot find even the trace of enlightenment in their being. And you don't feel peace when you are around them. So, education should prepare you for living. Living meaningfully. In Devo they say that unless you grow, unless you sprout, unless you blossom, you have got no life left in you. That is why Emerson said, people do not age. Only when they stop growing, they age. So growth is a continuous process. The third one is to prepare them for understanding. Today people have degrees behind their names. People have very good marks. I go to various institutions and I will be given the responsibility of distributing the prizes. And when the children come, I find them without life, without understanding. There is not even an iota of happiness in their eyes. Why? Why they have become dry? Because of the cutthroat competition, they have lost the zeal and zest. How can they understand the fellow beings? Shakespeare says in Macbeth, when the people come and tell him that they have cut the throat of Banquo, Macbeth will say, you are the best of the cutthroats. So, in this cutthroat competition, they have not understood this world. They are not able to appreciate the plants. They are not able to appreciate the trees. They are not able to observe the tree right in front of their house. They are not able to enjoy the full moon. They are not able to understand the beautiful waves in the ocean. They are not able to understand the people around them. They are not able to understand the pain of hunger, the agony of sickness. They have all become selfish. Education is not to teach selfishness. Education is not to make them indulge in cutthroat competition. The fourth one is prepare them for participation in the problems which are involved in making this world much more beautiful. We have inherited this world from our ancestors. Is it not our duty to make it much more beautiful than what we have inherited? Education should prepare them. We have got four types of students. One is like a sponge. They absorb everything, both good and bad. Then you have got a funnel who will let out everything. And you have got the strainer who will retain the trash, who will retain the scum and leave the cream. Then you have got the sieve who take the best. Not the best from the teachers, the best in the world. They will have positive outlook about life. They will see the best points in every human being, and that is where education becomes complete.
శ్రీ Chaji, Thiruirayambu, all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. It is such an honor to be here today. I was there in the first event, I have been in the subsequent events and all the events, and I see the spirit and enthusiasm just rising each year, and this is a permanent lifeline for teachers, of teachers, and by such a wonderful set of organizers. And it's indeed a great pleasure to be presenting before you what the topic that so close to my heart, happy teachers, happy classrooms, sets us to think of today, the significance of today. Today is Teachers' Day, but it is also a day when the Lord appeared on earth and gave the greatest lesson as Vamana Avatar to King Mahabali. What was the lesson? The Mahabali's land, which was whole of India, was supposed to be the most prosperous. If you have listened to the lyrics of that song, Maveli Nadu Vanidum Kalam Manushyarallarum Unnu Pole. You could please listen to that song. It has lyrics which explains the beauty and prosperity of those days. So what can a king who had everything need, but he was giving away, but he had one thing which he had to be told, and nobody could tell him. So the Lord appeared to make him, give him the bestest of lessons of humility. So that is the significance that today the Teachers' Day and Onam come together. So it's very easy to think happy teachers. Happiness itself, what is the definition? Each one have their own definition of happiness. Today, pay packets are defining happiness. Look at the state from where we were to where we are. Eppadi irundana, ippadi aaithen. Why? Where? So the greatness of humanity, we have all started getting unsatiable craving and hoarding of money much beyond the lessons even the animals will teach us. Animals have only as much as they can, and they save up for the rainy day, for the winter, that's all. But here we are saving up not for one generation, 2 generations, 3 generations, 4 generations. Because nobody can spend that much. How much is being hoarded? And what is happening? Money is only an instrument, and that should be used and not make us the slave of it. Nurturing the questioning mind is actually the job of a teacher. When World War broke out, the first few months, the questions came, what is happening to the human mind? That is feeding war. And that mind which is abetting violence. What is that mind? So educational philosophers all over the world started coming together to change the way education was being given. The oppressive education had to stop. So somewhere that oppression was being spurted out in the form of violence. So that is what they started recreating what was in ancient times, what was embedded in our ancient civilization, which we have very conveniently forgotten with all the cravings that we have now. A busy city life. What to do, madam? We are so busy. We don't have time to anything. For anything, we don't even have time for our children. Then why have them? That's a different question. So, children, now there are memes going around in the Insta. So you gave birth to me. So where are you? Like that, there are now artificial intelligence is creating consciousness moments for parents. Don't bring children into this world if you don't have time. Somebody has to tell that. Original thought versus doctored thought. So we have now seen how servility is now a pattern. We are used to always getting orders. We wait for orders. It's now become a part of our DNA. So dangerous. We don't have original thought. Humanity had original thought before, sadly, this whole oppressive, anglicized education came and spread itself. It is not about language. Children can learn any number of languages. They are very capable. The young mind is an absorbent mind. Children can learn anything without fear. But today, everything is embedded in fear and hatred. So what can we expect in the world around? For which we need happiness within. First of all, to touch and know that we need a happy inner self. We must take care of the child within us. When we ignore the child and we do not take care of our inner child, believe me, you cannot take care of children around you. You cannot take care of your family. So the happiness is something that only you can make a difference.
Yeah.